potential off-season moves coming to the NFL. Of course, big gambles can fall flat. In his first season with the Jacksonville Jaguars, quarterback Nick Foles was a disappointment, throwing 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in 4 starts. Cleveland Browns wideout Odell Beckham Jr. didn't click with quarterback Baker Mayfield as expected, yet there were some big moves that provided immediate impact or hope for the future. The Houston Texans sent the 2 first-rounders to the Miami Dolphins in a deal involving left tackle Laremy Tunsil, who earned his first Pro Bowl nod this past season. New York Giants rookie quarterback Daniel Jones showed promise, taking some of the heat off general manager Dave Gettleman. As teams take aggressive approaches in roster improvement, we'll see notable names on the move. Proven players sign lucrative deals, and a few rookie quarterbacks represent much-needed change. Focusing on the biggest names, we'll go through some bold but realistic off-season moves, which include trades, free agent signings, and probable top selections for April's draft in Las Vegas. Number 1. Baltimore Ravens acquire EDGE Ryan Kerrigan from Washington Redskins. Assuming the Cincinnati Bengals select quarterback Joe Burrow with the number 1 pick, the Washington Redskins will have an opportunity to take defensive end Chase Young at number 2. If that's the case, the Ohio State product would likely line up opposite Montez Sweat, a 2019 first-rounder. Washington would have 2 long-term assets at defensive end, so Ryan Kerrigan may become expendable on the final year of his deal. In 2019, Kerrigan had a modest campaign, logging a career low of 5.5 sacks. At 31 years old, he may have more to offer, but the 9-year pro would probably see his defensive snap count continue to dwindle behind Young and Sweat. The Redskins could attempt to trade Kerrigan for 2020 draft capital, and the Baltimore Ravens seem like an ideal landing spot. Aside from Matt Judon, who has been an impending free agent, the Ravens don't have a reliable pass rusher. The past season, Tyrus Bauer was second on the team with 5 sacks. He's logged 8.5 in 47 career contests. Kerrigan is one of the most underrated pass rushers in the league. Since his 2011 rookie team, he's logged 90 sacks, which ranks 4th among all players. Number 2. Buffalo Bills signed D.E. Yannick Nkoke to a $95 million deal. The Buffalo Bills don't have massive contracts on their books. They have 3 players averaging north of $10 million annually. Center Mitch Morse, interior tackle Star Lotulelei, and defensive end Jerry Hughes. According to Spotrac, the Bills are projected to have $89 million in cap space. Team Brass should use its financial capital to aid its 23rd ranked scoring offensive. Yannick Nkoke won't improve the Bills' 26th ranked aerial attack, but his pass rushing skills would add another layer to a strong defense that allows the offense to come along gradually. In 2019, Buffalo surrendered the 2nd fewest points and 3rd fewest yards per game, yet the front 7 needs an upgrade on the edge. Coming off a career high in sacks, Shaq Lawson will be testing the open market. Trent Murphy and Jerry Hughes combined for 9.5 sacks and 36 quarterback pressures in the past season, but the latter is going into his age 32 campaign. The Bills don't necessarily need Nkoke, but he's in his prime, lodging 37.5 sacks through 4 seasons. That total ranks 12th league-wide since 2016. While it's bold to double down on a strength rather than addressing a glaring weakness, Buffalo's defense unit played a bigger factor in its solid 10-6 finish. Nkoke would push that group over the top, keeping the pressure off the quarterback's arm. Number 3. Carolina Panthers draft QB Justin Herbert. Joe Burrow and Tua Tagovailoa generate the most draft buzz among quarterbacks. Many view the former as the first overall pick following a sensational run through the college football playoff in which he recorded 14 total touchdowns en route to the national title. The latter's hip injury adds uncertainty, which sparks debate about his draft stock. Justin Herbert isn't mentioned as the best QB in the class, yet he's widely considered a first-round prospect who could become a franchise player. If Tagovailoa is healthy, he might not fall outside of the top 5. Herbert could be an option for the Los Angeles Chargers and Carolina Panthers at number 6 and 7 respectively. The Chargers haven't decided whether to bring back Phillip Rivers, while the Panthers placed Cam Newton on the trade block, per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. With head coach Matt Rule, his staff taking over, Carolina is more likely to flip a fresh chapter. The team would replace its big-armed mobile quarterback who has 9 years of wear and tear with another big-bodied single caller who is capable of using his legs. At 6 feet 6 inches, 237 pounds, Herbert isn't as physical on the run as Newton, but he'll tuck the ball and move the chains in short yardage situations. The 2-year full-time starter may enter the league as more of a refined passer after finishing the 64% completion rate over 4 collegiate terms. The move from Newton to Herbert would send shockwaves through the Panthers fanbase. The 30-year-old has been the face of the franchise since 2011. However, with the head coaching change and Carolina's reported willingness to change the Auburn product, we could see the franchise choose Herbert at number 7. Before we come to the last entry on our list, here are some honorable mentions. Oakland Raiders sign DT Chris Jones. New York Jets trade RB Le'Veon Bell to Washington Redskins. Los Angeles Chargers acquire QB Cam Norton from Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers sign QB Tom Brady. Here's part 1 of the plan to put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in contention after they've missed the postseason for the 12th consecutive term. The Bucs have been deciding whether to retain Jameis Winston, who threw for 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in 2019. According to Rick Stroud of the Tampa Bay Times, head coach Bruce Arians said in December that the team would likely have a decision in a couple of weeks, but it may not be public. Heading into his age 43 season, Tom Brady clearly isn't in his prime like Winston, but he'll protect the football and upgrade in the passing attack with his decision-making in critical situations. The 6-time Super Bowl champion hasn't thrown 30 interceptions in the last 4 seasons combined. Brady may not have Winston's arm strength, but he can still throw at a high volume, which fits into the Arians' pass-heavy approach. The New England Patriots quarterback, who's set to test the free agent market, ranked 4th in throwing attempts in this past season, only 13 fewer than Winston. Tampa Bay may not seem like a probable sport for Brady, but if he's seeking a high-end supporting cast in an aerial attack, the Buccaneers offer a plethora of pass-catching weapons. Playing with the group featuring wideouts Mike Evans and Chris Godwin along with the tight ends O.J. Howard and Cameron Bates, Brady could post gaudy numbers at becoming the driving force for Tampa Bay's high-octane but efficient passing attack. According to Over the Cap, the Bucs are projected to have the 4th most cap space in the league. They could have room for more upgrades after signing Brady, which may appeal to the 3-time NFL MVP. In order to field a legitimate contender with Brady, the Buccaneers would need to see a steady improvement from their defense and establish a decent ground attack. Since these are only predictions, we cannot yet say 100% whether nothing will change in the future. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to the channel for more content.